Hello YouTubers, this is 777-300 Forever, coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today I'll be doing a review on an Inflight Swiss Boeing 777-300ER in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from Waffle Collectibles and their website address is www.wafflecollectibles.com. But first, before I go into details about this particular aircraft model, please allow me to share some information about the history of Swiss and how they actually came about. Swiss International Airlines, in which the airline is commonly referred to as Swiss, is a Swiss-based airline that was formed after the 2002 bankruptcy of its predecessor, Swiss Air, which was actually the former flag carrier airline for the country of Switzerland. And after 71 years of service, Swiss Air officially ceased operations as the new airline was officially renamed to what has become known to the world today as Swiss International Airlines, or Swiss for short, and officially commenced operations under the new Swiss name on March 31st, 2002. However, on March 22nd, 2005, Swiss was acquired by the German airline Lufthansa, which happens to be the national flag carrier airline for the country of Germany. And even though Swiss is actually owned by Lufthansa, both airlines still continue to operate under separate entities at the time of this video review posted. Swiss International Airlines, in which the airline is commonly referred to as Swiss, is the national flag carrier airline for the country of Switzerland, whereas the corporate headquarters of Swiss is located on the grounds of Euro Airport Basel Mulhouse Freiburg, which is located near Basel, Switzerland, in St. Louis, France, which is located near the border of Tri-Point between the countries of France, Germany, and Switzerland, while the airline's main hub and base of operations is located on the grounds of Zurich Airport, which is located approximately 8 miles north of the city center of Zurich, Switzerland, in the municipality area of Kloten. Swiss also has a focus city hub that's located on the grounds of Geneva Airport, which is located approximately 2.5 miles northwest of the city center of Geneva, Switzerland, in the municipality areas of Le Grand, Saconnex, Myron, and Bellevue. As of April 2022, or at the time of this video review posted, Swiss currently flies to 102 destinations across Europe, North America, South America, Africa, and Asia, with an operating fleet of 102 aircraft, which includes 12 Boeing 777-300ERs, including this one here, with no unfulfilled orders pending on this particular aircraft type. Also, as of April 2022, or at the time of this video review posted, Swiss is one of 59 airlines in the world of aviation that currently operates as a certified 4-star airline carrier, according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine, and the Boeing customer code for Swiss International Airline, which is commonly referred to as Swiss on this particular aircraft, is DE. All right, everyone. Let's take a look at the front of the box here. You see at the top, you see the Swiss name there, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft, the registration ship number, the aircraft type, as well as the 1/200 scale model you see at the front of the box. All right, now you're looking at the back of the box, and what you see is the Air New Zealand title, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft. Sorry about that. The registration ship number. That's out as well. I didn't get that one because I already got a JC Wings version, so I had no purpose to get that one. But if you can snatch that one, please do so. Highly recommend it. All right. All right. Now you're looking at the top of the box, and what you see is the Swiss title, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft, the registration ship number, the 1/200 scale model information, the aircraft type, as well as the item number information at the top of the box. All right, now you're looking at the bottom of the box, and what you see is the Air New Zealand title, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft, the registration ship number, the 1/200 scale model information, the aircraft type, as well as the item number information you see at the bottom of the box. All right, now you're looking at the actual model stand that actually came with the model. You see at the bottom of the model stand, you see the little plaque there. You see the Swiss title, the aircraft type, as well as the scale model information inside that plaque there. And then up here, you see the little black pattern there, folks. The sole purpose of that black pattern is not only to protect your model, it also prevents it from being damaged or scratched when you put your aircraft model on this particular model stand. All right, now you're looking at these plastic bag. What's inside this plastic bag are the actual gear replacement doors for this particular aircraft model, featuring the 2 little toothpicks inside this bag as well. Please stay tuned as I go into details for the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors for this particular aircraft model. Alright, with all that information out of the way about the history of Swiss International Airline, commonly referred to as Swiss, and how they actually came about, with all the details here on the front of the box, as well as a little information at the back of the box, plus the actual model stand and the gear replacement doors and the toothpicks and the size of that plastic back there. With no further ado, everyone, here is the actual model out of the packaging box. Let's check it out. There it is, everyone. The Inflight Swiss Boeing 777-300ER in their current livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. Alright, allow me to share some information about the Swiss Boeing 777-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft and how it became a game changer and became a part of their fleet. Swiss International Airlines, which is commonly referred to as Swiss, officially became the 4th European airline recipient after Air France, KLM, Royal Dutch Airlines, and British Airways respectively that acquired this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft, as Swiss took delivery of its very first of 12 Boeing 777-300ERs that the Swiss carrier Subsidiary, the Lufthansa Group, had placed orders for back on March 12, 2015, and received the very first Boeing 777-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft, which bears the registration ship number HB-JNA, at a special delivery ceremony that was held at the Boeing 777 Delivery Center facility in Everett, Washington on January 26, 2016, and took delivery of their very last Boeing 777-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft, which bears the registration ship number HB-JNL, on December 23, 2019. Then fast forward 1 month later, and that's when the Swiss carrier's first inaugural international flight on this aircraft actually took place, which was on February 21st, 2016. And that's when Swiss officially began utilizing this aircraft on the Zurich to New York JFK route, alternating with the Airbus A330-300s that's also utilized on this particular route, as the entire Swiss fleet of Boeing 777-300ERs are based and operated exclusively from the airline's main operating base hub at Zurich Airport in Zurich, Switzerland. Swiss ordered a total of 12 Boeing 777-300ERs to add to their fleet, and at the time of this video review posting, all 12 of Swiss carriers Boeing 777-300ERs are currently operating in service, as this aircraft has since become the aircraft that eventually replaced the airline's entire fleet of McDonnell Douglas MD-11s, which officially flew off into the aviation sunset in 2005, as the Boeing 777-300ER has now become the Swiss carrier's official flagship jetliner for the Swiss-based airline for the foreseeable future. Now let's talk about the livery scheme you see on this aircraft. This is the updated revised livery scheme for Swiss, which was unveiled along with the airline's updated revised logo on August 18, 2011, as this livery scheme is actually the airline's second livery scheme change makeover since Swiss officially commenced operation as an airline on March 31st, 2002. So, with all that information out of the way about the history of this aircraft and then the livery you see displayed on this aircraft as well, with no further ado, everyone, let us get down to the nitty-gritty and allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's check it out. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the port/left side. We're going to start at the front of the aircraft, where you see the front nose landing gear, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door with the partial registration on ship number on the door, NJ. You see the pitot tubes and the static ports, the radome nose cone, the cockpit windows and the windshield wipers. I'm going to give you a better visual view of those details later on in the review. Please stay tuned for that part. But between the cockpit windows and the L1 entrance door is the Star Alliance decal you see there. And Swiss joined the Star Alliance on April 1st, 2006, which consists of 26 airlines from 5 inhabited continents. And this alliance includes Air Canada, Lufthansa, SAS Scandinavian Airlines System, Thai Airways International, and United Airlines as the 5 founding members. All right, and then you see the Swiss title right there as well. All right, we're at the center of the aircraft, and right below the wings, you see the outer triple landing bogey gears you see there, including the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. But more important, you see these big, massive engine featuring the engine cones right there, which is more realistic and detailed looking. And these are the General Electric GE90-115B turbofan type engines that are used on this particular Swiss Boeing 777-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft. Now I'm going to turn this aircraft model around and we're going to actually see if the turbofan blades spin on these engines here as well. Let's check it out. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the port/left side, featuring the engine stripes right there. And now let's see if the turbofan blades spin on these engines. Yep, perfect. Perfect. And then you see the inboard landing light right there, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears, including the landing gear struts and the actual landing gear doors. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the starboard side, featuring the engine stripe you see displayed there. And do the fan blades spin over here as well? Yes, they do. Perfect. And then you see the inboard landing light right there, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears, including the landing gear struts, as well as the actual landing gear doors. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft. We got a better visual view of the cockpit windows there, the windshield wipers, the radar nose cone, the front nose gear door, the landing gear lights you see inside of the nose gear door, the landing gear struts, as well as the front visual view of the front nose landing gears. Alright, now you're looking at the rake wingtip on this side of the aircraft, featuring the red navigation light as well as the strobe light sits on the edge of the rake wingtip you see there. Alright, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft, and what you see is the registration ship number, HB-JNJ. Registration ship number, Hotel Bravo-Juliet November Juliet. This aircraft is the 10th Boeing 777-300ER jetliner aircraft that actually entered the Swiss fleet. And the first test flight on this aircraft took place on February 18, 2018. And was delivered to Swiss on March 13, 2018. Alright, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft, and what you're looking at is the Airlines logo that's actually displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft. You see right here. And this is the updated revised logo of Swiss, which was unveiled on August 18, 2011, as this logo actually resembles the logo that was actually used by the airline's predecessor, Swiss Air. This logo also resembles that of the country's national flag, as this flag decal represents the country where Swiss Air previously operated from as the national flag carrier airline for the country of Switzerland from the airline's inception in 1931 up until the airline eventually ceased operations officially on March 31, 2002. Then the airline was eventually renamed to what has become known to the world today as Swiss International Airlines, which is commonly referred to as Swiss, as the Swiss carrier has since been officially the national flag carrier airline for the country of Switzerland since March 31, 2002. Alright, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft still, and what you're looking at this time is the APU, Auxiliary Power Unit exhaust hole. And there is a hole in there somewhat. Yeah, it's a hole in there. And then right above that is the strobe light, as well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Let's check it out. There it is, the Swiss Boeing 777-300ER from the rear view angle. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard/right side, where you see the front nose landing gear, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on there, NJ, the pitot tubes, the static ports, the radar nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the Star Alliance decal, the Swiss billboard title, as well as the front cargo container loading door. Alright, now you're looking at the center of the aircraft here on the starboard side. What you're looking at are the General Electric GE90-115B turbofan type engine, featuring the engine cones right there, as well as the triple landing bogey gears, which include the landing gear struts, as well as the actual landing gear doors. Alright, now you're looking at the rake wingtips on this side of the aircraft, featuring the green navigation light, as well as the strobe light that sits on the edge of the rake wingtip on this side of the aircraft. Alright, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft. What you see is the rear cargo container loading door, the AFT bolt bin door, the registration ship number, as well as the Airlines logo you see displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft, and you also see the strobe light sits back there by the APU exhaust hole. Okay. Alright, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, please allow me to let you check out one feature, which is the actual rolling gears. So I'm going to show you that right now. A little rough. They roll pretty good somewhat. A little rough though, but they still roll. And it does tilt. And the front nose gear actually swivels, as you see there, there, and there. So no further ado, everyone. Here is the aircraft from the aerial bird's eye view. Let's check it out. Now I've got an aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft. We're going to start at the front here where you see the front radome nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the anti-collision beacon light right there, the satellite communications antenna. You see the switch towers on both sides of the aircraft, a high frequency antenna. The ADF antennas, they are real there, realistic there. That's the Wi-Fi box antenna. There's a couple more high frequency antennas. And then there's the vertical stabilizer known as the tail fin. And then there's the horizontal stabilizer featuring the two little dots right there as well as there as well. Those little dots, everyone, are called the illuminator lights. And the sole purpose of those illuminator lights is it actually light up the tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the wings and the engines. You see the wing walkway, you see the engines right there, the no-step warning information as well as the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve and the edge of the rate wingtip featuring the strobe light there. Now let's check out over this way. You see the wing walkway, the engines right there, and then the no-step warning information on the wings as well as the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve as well as the aerial bird's eye view of the rate wingtip on this side of the aircraft featuring the strobe light. Now looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail. We're going to start at the front. You see the radome nose cone. That little there, I have no idea what that is. That is the crew escape hatch door. The actual landing gear door, including the actual front nose landing gear. Pressure relief valve there. Then you come back this way. See the anti-collision beacon light. The hole where the stand goes in at. Another high frequency antenna. Another couple more high frequency antenna. Pressure relief valve there. As well as the APU housing doors and the horizontal stabilizers underneath. Now let's check out the gears right here. They tilt, perfect. See the engines there, as well as the wings underneath, where you see the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you, the registration ship number, fuel dump valve, as well as the rate wingtip featuring strobe light underneath. Now let's check out over here. See the gears right here, they tilt there as well. The engines there, as well as the wings underneath, includes the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve, as well as the rate wingtip featuring the strobe light on this side of the aircraft as well. Alright, since I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, now I'm going to put it on that nice little metal custom made model stand that actually came with the model. So with no further ado, here is the model on the stand. Let's check it out. Okay, I got it on the stand with no problem, no hesitating. I see it being displayed in the takeoff landing position with the model on stands. I'm going to let you see it rotate in all directions. Let's check it out. That's the port side. Front of the aircraft. View from the starboard side. As well as the tail cam view of the aircraft as well. Alright, before I take this model to stand, I got it at this angle for a reason, and the reason is the magnetic gears that actually came with this model. So I'm going to go ahead and take them all, starting with the front nose landing gear here. It's magnetic there. The bow gear there, that's magnetic, as well as the bow gear here on the starboard side. All right, since I got all the gears off this model, I'm gonna let you see this model at a different angle, so let's check it out. All right, now you see the model displayed in flight mode position without the gears. Now you got one or two options how you want to display your model. If you want to continue to display it like this without the gears in flight mode position, that's fine. You see little gear replacement doors inside this plastic bag with the two little toothpicks. That's the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors, so you can substitute your gears while you display your model like this in flight mode / gears up position. Or you can do like I do, keep in the gear down position with the gears on the model. Gears up, gear down, your choice. But I choose to leave mine on there because that adds more value to the model. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model stand, and go in and wrap up this model view. All right. All right, let's talk about the seating configuration. The Swiss Boeing 777-300ER extended range jetliner aircraft seats 320 passengers in a 4-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, everyone, from rows 1 to 2, which will be from here to right here. You have 8 first-class seats, rows 4 to 17, which will be from here to about right here. You have 62 business class seats, rows 20 to 22, which will be about from here to about right there. You have an additional 24 premium economy class seats in rows 27 to 52, which will be from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have an additional 226 economy class seats, which brings a total of 320 seats. And finally, and in addition to New York JFK as the first inaugural international flight destination for this particular aircraft, Swiss International Airlines, in which the airline is commonly referred to as Swiss, currently employs this aircraft or have previously utilized this aircraft. Their Boeing 777-300ERs on routes from the airline's main hub at Zurich Airport in Zurich, Switzerland, to worldwide destinations such as Athens, Greece, Barcelona, Spain, Bangkok, Suvarnabhumi, Berlin, Tegel, Chicago O'Hare, Copenhagen, Denmark, Frankfurt, Germany, Geneva, Switzerland, Hanover, Germany, Helsinki, Finland, Hong Kong, London Heathrow, Los Angeles, California, Miami, Florida, Montreal, Canada, Prague, Czech Republic, St. Petersburg, Russia, San Francisco, California, Santiago, Chile, Sao Paulo, Brazil, Singapore, Changi, Tel Aviv, Israel, Tokyo, Narita, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Venice, Marco Polo, Italy, Vienna, Austria, and from Geneva to Zurich, Switzerland. Those were the routes. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting it. If you can find it, your only outside chance of getting this model as we speak is on eBay. So with that said, if you can get it, please do so. Highly recommend it. With that said, take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.